Back on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman falls in overtime at Clayton State, 62-58. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, tough pill to swallow in a game where you were in position to win at times. What proved to be the difference, especially in the overtime period?
Good question, Cav. So many issues I thought sort of haunted us. It was almost it was a tale of two halves. You know, I thought the first half we defended marvelously, and we weren't scoring the ball well ourselves, but we didn't matter because we were getting stops. Second half, I thought we sort of knew what they were going to do. It would sort of go desperation mode, and they're going to start heave-hoeing shots with reckless abandon. And I thought we did a not a good enough job getting there to really contest some of those threes. And then I thought there were some critical miscues, on our part where we were going in a fast break situation. We turned the ball over. Sort of shot ourselves a foot a couple times there. Not one thing in particular, but there were multiple things going down the stretch there that just sort of deflated us and gave and I'm using that word gave Clayton State the win.
Especially two defensive breakdowns late that lead to wide open, uncontested threes in that overtime period. Can you draw any parallels to those two? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We had foul trouble, obviously. Yeah. The whole game, which is bizarre because we never have foul trouble. Yeah. Like this, and there was one point I think we had three freshmen out there late in that thing, and maybe they got lost in some scrambles. But it's a good learning experience at least. This is a good place to come play, good Peach Belt opponent, and they're having a great season so far. And I think we can grow from this hopefully and get better. Even in the loss, did you see any steps forward from the win Saturday over USC Aiken?
Well, I mean, 3 straight games now we've had our turnovers have been down. Mm-hmm. I think that's a plus. We still had turnovers in key situations, just beyond ridiculous type situations when we got a 3-on-1 fast break and we turned the ball over. We had some of that going on, which is still mind-numbing. But I think I'm seeing some improvement there. Defensively, again, I mean, you held them to 62 points on their home court. And their percentages, excluding the 3, the overall percentages are bad, 34% in the field. So we're pleased with that. I was more disappointed in our offense tonight. I mean, I think they do a good job, but it was like we have some guys that are guys that you really rely on night in, night out. Carson Brooks being one of them, and he goes 4-10. That's not a typical kind of performance for him. And Sawyer Williams looked like he was off balance in there. He couldn't really get anything going. Can't play him when he can't handle pressure on the post. And Josh, I thought Josh was sort of the shining bright light there that sort of gave us some bounce inside. But this was not what we would prefer to have happen offensively. And yet Clayton State they do a well enough job defensively to try to take away what your strengths are.
How do you right the ship then, going to Catawba next or this coming Saturday? And Goodman Gym has been a house of horrors the last 2 years for your offense.
I don't know. New head coach, new players. I think they're playing with a lot of energy and passion. Of course, it's a conference game, so I think I know at least our older guys will be. They'll have some familiarity with that particular opponent and that location. We need to go out there and focus on the things we can control. Learn from what we've experienced. Focus on the things we can control, and try to make strides, getting better every time we take the court. We'll go back to the drawing board the next couple of days and prepare for that game on Saturday. And watch the tape, show the tape to the guys, and hopefully they can learn from what we've experienced here.
All right, Chuck, thanks for the time.
Thanks, Adam.